Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Rooftop and I'm Joshua. Now, in today's workshop, like I said earlier, we are going to be looking at the Artventures of Mata Pachedi. Now, for those of you who have the book, I am doing the elementary version. But for those of you who do not have, you can just grab a piece of paper and join me in it. So, one of the reasons why I am doing this is also because, well, we've been doing so many workshops, and as you know, even I am relatively new here, and I've seen these books, but I never got to really explore them. And I was wondering about the quality also. So I like, why not just do one on stream? So that's what I'll be doing then. So for those of you who do have the books, I'll be doing page 20 and 21. Let me just switch the camera. Okay, so I will be doing page 20 and 21 here. Now these are patterns that are normally used in Mata Pachedi paintings. So this book, the elementary book, is for beginners basically, or for kids you could say. So that it's very easily, or it's quite easy to understand these intricate art styles. So let's see what we have here. Now over here we have different patterns, so we have even some more patterns at the back like these two, but today I'm just going to focus on these. Now we have some workspaces here along with the patterns, and we even have some suggested ones or some guided ones. Let me just zoom in a bit. Yeah. So we have these patterns here, and we have 3 workspaces. So one, there's already a guided or a semi-guided workspace here, which we can use to in a way trace. So what I'll be doing is I will take this. Okay, let me just flatten the book out. It seems to be closing onto myself. We can draw a straight line like that, just like this. And then over here also, so if you have a ruler, you can do it with a ruler. I like doing such lines free-handedly. There you go, like that. And now these patterns here, these aren't colored, so it's a lot easier to understand how to do the patterns. So I'll first just complete the circle, and then I can try to mirror this one here, mirror this one like that, and then the same thing here. Okay, these two are done also. Okay, and then we have I think we can take this a bit higher and bring it down. Then we can try to repeat this pattern this side as well, like that there. Second one, and then a third one. And this repetition will make it quite easy to remember these patterns. And the paper also seems quite thick, so I'm sure painting on it shouldn't be a hassle. And then here we have the other part. Yeah. And then the circles. So I'll try to replicate this one here with the pencil. There you go, like that. And then the same thing for the bottom one also. So this book is mostly for kids, the elementary version at least. But if you feel like this is too easy or you already know a little bit, then the essentials would be much better. Oh, I think they made that too big. That's okay. And then the same thing here. Just like that, like an almond shape. Same thing on this side. Then we have this over there. And this part is pretty easy. So these patterns also, they seem to be quite simple. Like that. Oh, I forgot the top part. There you go, like that. Good enough. So now, once we're done with this, we have two more spaces at the bottom. Now over here, what you can do is you can try doing it from scratch without any guidelines, you could say. So I'll put a circle here, another circle, there you go, like that. So I'm using these two as a guideline for the last ones. Just like this. And we can do the same thing here as well. And then fill in these small ones also. And if at all you feel like, doing this once or twice is not enough, you always have more of a workspace there. And then we can start with this almond shape pattern. Something like that. And then another one here. The almond shape pattern down. Another one this side. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and then we can start playing with it as well. So in that sense, is that we can just keep it very simple like this and only use the initial outline of it. That way you can make your own variation of the Mata ni Pachedi patterns that are there. Like that. So now what we can do is we can even try painting it. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I have my watercolors here with me. So if you want, you can do this in watercolors, in acrylics, or maybe markers also, because the paper is pretty thick enough to handle paint. So let's see, I will take my brush. And let's start with this color here. I'll take a little bit of red. Before that, I'll just lighten this part up. Since I'm going to be doing it over with watercolors, I'll just lighten this part up a little bit. mix in a little bit of burnt sienna. Okay, and now let's try doing this. So we can start with this side here. I think we can take a little bit more water. Yeah, there you go. Looks pretty good. There you go, like this. And then the same thing over here at the bottom. Camera is shaking. Okay, now it should be okay. Thank you for telling me. So there you go. Now in the middle also I can put this down. And start drawing or start painting the patterns in. Oh, it is still shaking. Hold on. Okay, that should be much better. Is it better now? And then we can paint the inner part of this pattern as well. And since it seems to be of the same color, like that. And see, I've already done this part twice, so it's already like in my head that, oh, okay, I need to do this part as well without having to look at the reference. Yeah. Or else, if you want, you can even do it with a pen first and then look into the coloring side. Oh, that part got a bit overextended, so I can just let that part be. Like this. Okay. Excuse me. Can't really cut that one out. Okay. So I'm taking some yellow ochre here. I think before I do that, I can just do these outlines in pen. And this side as well. Over here. Just like this. So you can use like a gel pen or a ball pen as well. Don't go for an ink based pen, otherwise it can really smudge or blend in with the watercolor once you apply it. And you might need to go over it like once or twice, because sometimes it doesn't seem to really sit in. There, over here, like that. Same thing this side. And at the bottom. Yeah, that looks good. Same thing here. And like I said, you'll have to go over it maybe once or twice, because there are certain parts we need to go over for the pen to really put the ink down. Or maybe it's just my pen, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, like this. Alright, almost put my pen in the water. Okay, now I'll take my color. I'm looking for the reference on my screen and it's right here in front of me. Okay, I'll take it like this. Then just start spreading it around. There you go, like that. Now I won't be able to match this color exactly, but I'm going for the next best thing. So if you want, you can even try using your own colors. It does not need to be matching, you know. Yeah, it does not need to be matching the reference. Or maybe you could do one that is as per the reference and another of your own choice. You've got 3 slots here, why not? So even though this pen or this ink from the pen will not really smudge or get blended in with the watercolor, I'm still being a bit careful with it so that I don't overdo it and then it starts getting smudged. Here as well. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll do a dark brown color. So for that, I'll take some brown. Yeah, this should be good enough. And then you can start painting inside of this. There you go. And for the bottom part, I think before I do the bottom part, I'll just fill these lines. Yeah, like that. Yeah, look at that. Looks pretty good. Now for this, I'll paint it the way I want to. Same color scheme, but a different finish, you could say. There you go. And then for the finishing touch, I can take my pen just like that. So I'll draw these circles with my pen. So that you can see that this can handle different mediums also. So there's no leak behind the paper. Then the same thing for this one also. Now if you have acrylic markers as well, that also would look pretty good on this. Or for the patterns at least, acrylic markers also would be quite a good medium to use. There you go, just like that. And that way, we can use this workspace to, learn different patterns in it. So here we have the image of the pattern, and this side, let me hide this half. This was already given to us for those of you who have just joined. And then I tried continuing it with the pencil. And then these two were blank empty spaces. So in this area, I made this pattern again all by myself, like without any guidelines the way this one has. And then I painted it. So this paper, if you go to see also, seems to be pretty good. You don't see any bleed or any warping from the back. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah. For those of you who just joined, I painted in the Artventures of Mata Pachedi Elementary. This one is for the kids basically. So it is made in such a way that it is easy for them to understand, and there are easier motifs and patterns to draw in it. And out of all of these, so you can see that you've got patterns, we've got some workspaces here, all of this. But from all of these, I chose to do the patterns 3, which is in page 20 for those of you who have this book. Now what I will do is, what's the date today? 6th. So I will just write here 6th November 2024. I'll write that there. So for future references, whenever I come across this page, I know when I've done this. So thank you so much for joining. This is what we have made. Oh, you can barely tell the difference. Of course, except for the colors. I have a limited palette, come on. But otherwise, it seems pretty good. Even this one over here, it doesn't really look like it's something that you've hand drawn. So thank you so much for joining. For those of you, I will also be doing another one on Friday, but that one will be the Curated elementary one. So I will be doing that on Friday, the 8th of November. I will be doing another 1 or 2 pages from that book. So those of you who have it, come ready with it. We have the Curated elementary book. For those of you who do not have, you can just come with a piece of paper and your paints as well, and you can just follow along with me. And for those of you who are interested in buying it, you can have a look at the link in our description that leads to our website. You can have a look at whatever books we have, and if you're interested in anything, you can always get it and join me for these workshops. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again not in the evening. Oh yeah, in the evening. Take care and bye bye.